Hello.
Hey everybody, welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Travis and I'm Delitha. I'm here to watch Wednesday night AEW Dynamite with a quitter face hoe bag and her new friend Camille Brickhouse.
Her arm candy.
Who I guess they're trying to make cool. It's too bad she signed with a company that probably won't do anything else with her except for make her be some weird bodyguard for a wackadoodle loser
It's all right.
face.
You do that in wrestling.
Ruin people's ability to be something else in life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like that's probably what they do, especially in this one. It's Sheeta. She's got very white makeup on.
Sheeta! What you doing, buddy? That's
like
my stick.
There's a drawer open.
It's my stick.
And I'm going to play in the drawer. Oh, this is a match?
Yeah.
Oh, look, she's got kitties on her stockings. That's funny.
That's where the kitty's located, just above them.
Sure, that's it. Alright.
Okay, cool. We got Sheeta.
Walter. We got Walter. Hey, Walter.
Versus Monet. It's M-O-N-E, but with a line above it, so it gives it an A.
Walter didn't win bingo. Damn it.
Can't win them all.
Sadness. Walter says, hey, Travis, and hi, Daphne, AEW Dynamite, good matches. Janelle is in the chat, says hi. Walter also says Friday is movie night, so Monday I will be here okay at 9 p.m. I'm going, but still watching AEW. Sweet. Brandon Stevens is in the chat as well. Hey, Brandon says Hiroko Shida. Mary Brandon Stevens. And Walter's like, Hiroku for the win. And hey, Leopold.
It's Leopold.
Hello, Leopold.
All right. Well, AEW's finest against WWE's quitter, I guess. Let's see how this works out. Will WWE win? 11 days away. Wembley Stadium in the middle of the daytime. Mm-hmm. From London, England.
I don't know, but she does bottom half makes her look funny.
Well, she's put on quite a bit of weight.
The weight's fine. It's just that what she's wearing on her bottoms.
Mm-hmm. Not covering it with a skirt.
Doesn't look very attractive in the back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she used to wear like a skirty thing. Mm-hmm. Becky Lynch did the same thing. And it was like, what are you doing? Why? Do you not have a mirror? Or do you not watch your matches?
Who's telling you that this looks good? That's what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Who's lying to you? Walter's like, Vince McMahon's not doing good. My prayers, health.
Oh. Well, he is almost 90, and he took steroids for like 50 years.
He's almost 90?
80, somewhere. I don't know how old he is. He's old. What the hell? They just drop kick each other, but didn't touch.
I don't know. I wasn't watching. I refuse to watch this match.
Io Sky did the same thing. They get to America, I think Asuka did it a little bit too, and then they just eat like Americans.
Yeah, I could do that.
And they're just not used to that.
I mean, I just know that she's not going to win it. Sheeta.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no reason to watch it.
There's always a reason to watch it.
Yeah, I'll just make her look like crap.
Nah, they won't bury her. Because she was their first, well, not their first, but she was their top champion of all time, I believe, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
She's had it like 2 or 3. I think she might be a 3-time world champion.
She might be. Sophie's in and out, says hi and bye, see you on Friday, plus this past episode of Raw was awesome in my opinion. Cool.
Awesome.
Walter says, so R-Truth is hurt and Bronson Reed is fined from Raw.
Yeah, I think they did that to write people off. They did it with Seth.
So you're saying that R-Truth had an actual injury and they did
could
this
have.
to...
Either that or he had just... He's there, like, at the end of his stuff, maybe. I don't know. I'd re-sign him personally. I think he's one of the best things going for TV.
Oh my god, that guy's ginormous.
Brick. Shithouse.
Is that the Indians?
Yeah, Cleveland Indians versus the Chicago Cubs. You know, it's funny because Danny's a Cubs fan. But if you watched baseball and you knew the history of baseball and you know Danny and you know the history of Danny, you would definitely think he was a White Sox fan. Like, he is the White Sox.
Mm.
The White Sox are him.
Mm-hmm.
Yet he hates the White Sox and likes the Cubs. It's kind of funny.
That's weird.
To me, it's like, how are you not a White Sox fan?
I don't know.
Because he loves his Chicago teams. Just hates the White Sox.
When did the Bears, or not the Bears, the Cubs come into Chicago?
For all I know, they might be older than the White Sox. I know the White Sox lost the World Series in 1919, and the Cubs went to the World Series in 1912. What year did the Titanic sink? 13 or 12? 11. Somewhere in there. They lost that year in the World Series. So they're old teams, both of them.
Right.
So I can't tell you which ones.
And they've both
first.
always been in Chicago?
Yeah. The second city, the Windy City. It's not called the second city because it's the second biggest city, by the way. It's called the second city because the first one burnt down.
It was on fire.
Yeah, they had to burn it down because of the all the giants made all the big monuments.
That makes sense.
They had to destroy it all.
I don't think that's why, but we'll pretend. There's Robbie's in the chat. Hey, Robbie.
Robbie.
He says, what up? What up, frauds?
What up? Watching Sheeta get her butt kicked here by Monet.
Why are we frauds? What does that make you?
Against Wheeler Yuta.
Who's against Wheeler Yuta?
Swerve Strickland.
Oh, God. That's probably what the main event tonight or whatever.
Huh.
Do you want some dried mango? No, of course you don't. 'Cause it's weird.
Look, you're in my DMs. Dried mango. DM. Dried mango.
Or, that's funny.
You're like looking around. You're like, where's that?
What are you talking about? What am I in? Lost. Completely lost.
Come on, Brick House. Do something.
She did earlier.
I need her to do something more. I need this match to end.
She tried to ruin Sheeta's night a minute ago.
Banks doesn't look as good as she used to. I don't know if she's not wearing the same Spanx or whatever.
No. She's divorcing the person who makes her outfits, so maybe that's it.
I don't know if she was married to him out of love or maybe other reasons. I'd have to ask, trust me, bro.
I've heard that's a pretty good source.
One of the best sources there is. Because he doesn't speculate. He just goes by facts.
I was like, you said you would never watch Banks again. That's why you're a fraud. Does it look like I'm watching?
She's watching baseball. She's watching the Indians play the Cubs.
Mm-hmm. They need to have a different C because it's hard to tell which is which since they're both C's.
Mm-hmm. Cleveland and Chicago. Oh, so close.
Chicago.
At least Sasha goes all in with her hair dyeing. Her eyebrows are done too.
Sasha?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she probably just puts makeup on him, and that's a wig.
I said she goes all in.
The crowd seems really stimulated by this. Bobby says, I randomly got invited to the cinema by my pal, Spotnik. Is that his real name or his, like, weird name? Like his DJ name. It's kind of
What
a
is
weird...
it? What was that?
Spotnik?
Sputnik?
No, Spot. S-P-O-T-N-I-C.
Is it somebody in our chat or a baseball player?
Robbie says, I randomly got invited to the cinema by my pal, Spotnik. I said, is that his real name?
That's a fake name.
Or his DJ name?
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Camille got knocked halfway up the ramp.
Well, Robbie says, the match seems okay. Well, I'll let you say that.
Ugh.
Robbie's like, it's his nickname. He's not a DJ. That's his nickname? Like, what do you have to do in life to get a name like Spotnik?
He spots people. He works at a gym.
Is that it? She's going to get attacked by a bricky house over there.
God, she kicked her so hard she fell in the ring.
Oh, no.
It's her finisher.
Wow, that was really gay.
It's a terrible move.
Oh, that was the lamest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
The only one she can really do is Kairi Sane. She could probably do it to Riho. Don't do a finisher that you can't do to the average size human. And especially in the women's division.
I want to see her try to do it to Camille.
You will. They're together now so they can split later.
Yeah. Robbie's like, he's not a DJ. Yeah, saw.
Uh-oh! DMD!
Oh, that's cool. So you went and saw the Deadpool and Wolverine movie with your pal?
Is there a doctor in the house? Is there a doctor in the house?
She's not going to be there. Why would she come out in the front?
The hell's she gone? Uh-oh. She's just attacking a fan?
I guess.
That is a woman. It's a small woman, though.
I don't know who she's attacking.
It's a very thin woman. Look at her legs.
Well, it could be DMD. She is very tiny.
Uh-oh!
We're going to be in trouble. I hope that person sues them.
DMD.
Bark, bark.
What has she got?
Her glove.
She's got a stick.
She's just going to kick her in the guts. Oh, Robbie says, it's a good film worth a punt. DMD, slap that hoe, Banks.
Uh-oh, Camille comes in.
She's like, I can't drag her away.
MJF said that he wanted Adam Cole to die from dick cancer.
And now he has it? Oh.
It's just hilarious.
Why?
Dick cancer.
Because they...
New Day rocks.
Mm.
Britt Baker's going after a television championship.
Is it because, like, they were supposed to be friends and now they're not, and that's why? Is that why?
Maybe.
Well, I'm just kind of wondering why he would even waste his time saying comments about him. It doesn't make any sense unless they're having, like, ins and outs or whatever.
Right. Uh-oh. Adam Page in the back.
Ugh, nobody cares about
Jay Lethal's back on TV.
him. Yeah, looks like
Him and MJF need to do the Mega Powers.
it.
With a Hulk Hogan Randy Savage.
Oh, God. Robbie says Ryan Reynolds is not too shabby as an actor. He's alright.
Yeah, I don't hate Ryan. I like the one where he pees in a fountain. That Olivia Wilde's in that show.
Uh-huh.
And I knew that there was a pretty woman in that show because I had seen it.
Right?
But I didn't know who she was until I watched year one. And I was like, huh, I think that's the prettiest actress I've ever seen.
That's funny.
When she comes in with all the gold on and stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, so I had to Google her. And obviously that show came out 100 years ago. So I Googled her and I'm like, she's in other movies. But she don't look as good. I mean, obviously she's still pretty, but year one, they just make up her up. Because she's the princess.
She's the princess. Robbie also says this match started quick.
Yeah, it did. That's
it
nice.
did. It's Jay Lethal versus the Hangman Adam Page guy. We'll see who wins this.
Page.
Robbie says did not realize that Wesley Snipes was in the film.
That's cool. I'm into the Wesley Snipes types.
Oh yeah, he's in the Deadpool Wolverine show. Huh.
Is he Blade?
Because he played. Vindicator says greetings to anyone who lives in Gabville, Idaho, and Gab Pub, United Kingdom.
I thought about making this name Gab Pub. Or not Gab Pub, but Wrestling Pub.
Yeah.
At one time. I actually wanted to use Nerd Pub, but I think the website was already taken.
Oh. Robbie says, big up, Ben.
We have been doing this for 5 years. I guess we could rebrand.
Good God. I don't have to spend more money on
Give me $1.
branding crap.
That's true. It's my whole entire closet. Give me $1, I'll sell it to you. We can rebrand in 5 years. I'll sell it back to you for $1.
They're going to work.
They're going to work.
In picture. So they're not going to work not in picture.
We should just give away something big when we get to, say, like 100,000 subscribers or something.
That's fun.
Just make it something big so people want to subscribe. I don't know what it would be.
Me neither. Vindicator says, just coming in now because I needed to be in my own thoughts to enjoy the Sheeta and Quitter match that was unfortunately ruined with the appearance of Faker. Robbie says, 5 years as long as that, D. Yeah,
I could get a
5 years.
van and paint it and make it a kid napper van so kids can nap in it. Kidnapper?
Oh.
Or a kitty napper.
Uh-huh.
And then we could give that away. Be
Yeah.
hilarious.
That's it. Good God. Robbie says Britt looking tidy still. Vindicator says that will be the most predictable match at Wembley because Quitter is not losing that title just yet.
Yeah. Well, if you think that, is Mariah May going to be the world champion? Because to me, that doesn't make any sense. I'm okay with it. Because I'm not a huge Tori fan or whatever her name is, but Tony. But I don't see her being a world champion.
Right.
It's almost like these two belts should be on the other girls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like MD and Monet should be the world championship, and Mariah May and Toni Storm should be the television championship.
Right. Robbie says, I didn't realize a new Beetlejuice coming out. Yeah, it's the next one. Beetlejuice.
Yeah, it's on the 6th, I think, right?
Vindicator's like,
Is it out?
anyways, I heard Hangman is being wasted on Jarrett at Wembley. I don't know. I don't know if it's really a waste. He's garbage anyways. Record chat, listen in the chat. Hey, Rebecca says, just got home, decided to have Subway tonight. Is our friend Willow on tonight?
Probably, but I haven't seen her.
Do we have to know if she's on? Because I don't really care. Vindicator's like, my baby Mariah better become champion. Love me some Tony Storm, but it's time for a change at the top now. Tony can then challenge Quitter for her belt.
Lauren's like, how's that game? Because I sent him a picture of the game.
Oh. What game?
It's called Baldur's Gate. It's right there.
Oh.
I said, hey, it's awesome. Because he's telling me about his law school stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, the game's still in the box. That's a picture of it.
Stop. That's mean.
Why?
Robbie's like, nah, Wembley Stadium is being wasted on AEW. That's true too, Robbie. Very true, I'm sure.
They don't have anything else going on there.
That's probably really true. And Vindicator's like, nah, don't confuse AEW with the letters WWE, LOL. And Robbie's like, big up the footlong Subway gang, LOL. Yeah, Subway. I don't really like Subway.
You don't?
I've never really liked their sandwiches.
I like their meatball sandwich. That was really good.
I've heard that Firehouse Subs has a better meatball sandwich.
What's all the green things going on?
Hearts. Somebody named J-Man came in the chat and said, Jay Lethal with a lot of green hearts.
Boom.
Must
Why did
like
they
the
think he has a
lethal.
green heart?
I don't know.
So like the
Maybe it's just a
Grinch?
picture they decided to use. Maybe they
What?
like that color.
Oh, Jay Lethal almost got it.
Maybe it's because he's lethal and it's like poison.
Ah,
Oh, he says double mint and now more green hearts.
lots of green heart.
Robbie says, I always get the Italian BMT if I go Subway.
Yeah, BMT. Bacon, mint, and tomato.
What does the BMT stand for?
Melted
Italian.
miniature tomatoes.
I don't know.
What's an M? Mayo? Bacon, mayo, and tomato?
I don't know. Maybe he'll tell us what the BMT stands for. And we'll go get sandwiches at Subway. So I don't know the lingo. We're back from that picture-in-picture. This is Jay Lethal and Adam Hangman Page on AEW tonight.
You'll get him. Oh, European uppercut.
They're having their Wembley pay-per-view.
Drops him
next
down. That
weekend.
landed right on his head. Jay Lethal just kicked out, but I think he might have some brain damage. That was not supposed to happen that way. See the referee on him like that? Watch his head.
Oh.
He landed on his head. You're supposed to get him over onto their shoulders.
Cool, J-Man. Can you stop spamming with a whole bunch of hearts?
Maybe he
Big
didn't
red
want green hearts.
MJF hearts. Cool. Wow.
MJF has cool hearts too.
They're all red hearts now. Like
Because
Christmas.
of the blood.
Green and red like Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Green's the Christmas
Minicare's
color.
like, Robbie, you have to get Mr. Lover, not Fighter, out of here now. LOL. No. They're fine. They're not spamming. I just wish they wouldn't put so many hearts. It's weird.
She's anal. For her love.
It's not about that. It's just like, then you have to pick through everybody else's stuff. It's a lot of emojis. Lots of emojis happening there.
Uh-oh.
And I'm not sure.
two,
Robbie's never
three. Oh,
answered
God.
us, so he has no idea what it
I
stands
think he
for.
had him. I think the referee stopped his hand.
That referee is a cheater pants, I guess. I don't know who he was stopping.
Well, Lethal had him.
Oh.
He had to stop his hand. It was over.
So, Hangman paid off the referee?
I think so.
Sounds about right.
At the same time.
At the same of the times.
He said we will start playing once again when I get back from New Hampshire.
Oh, is he in New Hampshire right
I don't know.
now?
I was just going to ask.
Oh. Yeah, he had to abandon his ship in order to kick out. Oh. Oh no. He's poking him in the eye. Dumb. Alright, J-Man likes Adam Page too with yellow hearts. Cool beans, man.
He knows his colors.
Maybe he's colorblind.
That happens.
Does happen to people.
Here it comes. Buckshot.
Maybe you should go slower, buddy. Yeah, we're talking about...
Oh, it's over.
They're talking about wrestlers and gum. I'm not sure why gum's in on this, but okay. Juicy fruit gum.
Juicy fruit.
Or big red gum. And
What about
mint.
double mint?
You said it earlier, double mint gum.
Double mint's a really good one. They always had the twins. Remember the twins? The double mint twins?
Mm-hmm.
Twins, puzzle, twins.
Feels like AEW uses Bush for theme music. I don't know. Is that what it is?
Like Bush beer?
Well, like Bush, the actual place.
Did you say the place? See, it's Hulk Hogan stuff.
Oh no, a close friend. Oh no, he made a surprise appearance.
2 gas station attendants going at it. We're all super excited about it.
Weird. Oh, there it is. I hear it now, Piccola.
That music in the background?
Yeah.
That's Bush?
Yeah.
I don't know who Bush is. I've heard the name. I just don't know their song. Jeff listened to him.
Vindicator says, so Travis, who you got winning the Super Bowl this season? We already are guessing who's winning the Super Bowl?
I mean, I would guess that the number 1 team to be in it and win it would be the Chiefs. But no team's ever three-peated. So if they do it, it'll be the first ever three-peat. So I could see it happening. Because it's good for football.
Mm-hmm.
I also seen a thing why Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Oh, trust me, bro told you?
Yeah, so get this.
Ooh, what's it? What is it really about?
So Taylor Swift is dating Kelce, which brings in more football fans.
Oh.
Okay? More football fans creates more football players, which creates more head injuries, which then creates more Taylor Swift fans.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. The people that like Taylor Swift, why they seem like they have had injuries.
Well, there you go. That's where it comes from. And then
Makes sense.
it circles, and it's like a tire rolling downhill.
Well, if Luke was out here, we'd know why. What's wrong with him for real now? He's got a head injury. Sad, buddy. Robbie says BMT equals the biggest, meatiest, and tastiest. Oh.
There you go.
So it's a type of sandwich? Like...
Or do you just tell them whatever you have the most meat of right now? Just put it
It's
on
an
the sandwich.
Italian biggest, meatiest, tastiest sandwich. So, there you go. Interesting.
No, I would say the Chiefs have the big... Like, if you were going to bet your house or something, you had to bet on somebody, it would be the Chiefs. But there's other teams that could definitely pull it out. I can tell you who's not going to win it. Cowboys, Dolphins... For damn sure. It would be surprised to see the 49ers back in the Super Bowl. It's hard for a team to lose the Super Bowl and go back again and again and again.
Mm-hmm.
And I think their running back got injured, McCaffrey or whatever. I think he hurt his calf. Obviously he'll be back from that, but sometimes calf injuries lead to Achilles injuries.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the Browns could be pretty good if their quarterback shows up to play. He was really good in college. Deshaun Watson. But he's always injured.
Oh, that happens. Picola says, so MJF was interviewed by Wrestle Talk. It was hilarious. Like, they made it hilarious or he made it hilarious. Piccolo's like, no promotion for Crimson Cake. Conspiracy. Vindicator says, I think Ravens will take out the Chiefs and lose to the 49ers in the bowl. Oh,
I just can't see the 49ers going back.
I don't know if they're going to, I don't think they'd be able to pull it off this time.
The Lions, maybe they're one step away. I don't know what. I really didn't pay attention to the off season, so I don't know if teams got way better or way worse. But I know Baltimore got a good running back, right? Didn't they get that Deshaun Barkley or something Barkley?
Maybe.
The Dolphins have a shit ton of running backs. They already had 2 good running backs, and they got one in the 4th round, and I think they drafted another one too later. So they have 4 running backs.
Wow.
Not that matters. Their quarterback's shit. It don't matter how many running backs you have. You could have Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders, and if you had that fucking dude as your quarterback, you're going to lose. He's just like Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
They look good when the lights are off.
Yep.
You turn the lights on, play and put them against good teams, and it's fucking over.
True. Let's see. Ravi Piccolo says, the circle of life. And Ravi says, who the heck is Kelsey?
He's Taylor Swift's
Travis
boyfriend.
Kelce. It's Taylor Swift's boyfriend. They've been together for like a year now. Aoife's in the chat though. Hey, Aoife. Good to see ya. She says, hi, hello. Piccolo says, hello, Kelsey Grammer. And Piccolo says, because calf bone's connected to the Achilles bone. Ravi says, so basically just a selection of Italian meats, including salami. Yeah, I got it.
I don't know what Italian meat is. Is that like different types of birds?
Italian meat? No, it's like pepperoni, salami, prosciutto.
So they don't have normal meat. They just process meat.
There's a couple others that they have. No, that's a pasta.
Rigatoni?
That's a pasta, not a meat. Anyways, they're cured meats, basically. A lot of cured meats. Vindicator says, Aoife, you are still more of a stranger around here than me, LOL. And Quentin Mitchell's in the chat. Hey, Quentin says, here's my prediction for All In. MJF retains the championship and Daniel Garcia returns as Red Death. Instead of the humping air guy. That's probably better for him, I guess. Aoife's like, haha, Vin, I need to move to somewhere with a better time zone at this point. Yeah, something like that. Piccolo says, Soquan Barkley.
Yeah, that's it.
Ravi says, you know what Dee says, don't talk to strangers. And Vindicator says, just move to Idaho, Aoife, right into Dalitha and Travis's neighborhood.
Hey, we have potatoes here, too.
We do have potatoes. We're like Ireland. We got the potatoes. I mean, if you really want to come over here, you could be an exchange student, I guess, and go to college.
Yeah, we have a university here in town and a room over there.
Yeah.
You have a bedroom. We'll board you for a while.
Vindicator says, Quentin, there are no Danny Garcia supporters in this chat, no matter what form he takes.
No.
It's true.
I feel like he's the reason the AEW is so terrible. Him and Wheeler Yuta, like, kind of put the company... They just ruined it last spring.
Oh.
It was like the company was doing really good. It's even when they had CM Punk and everything. And everything just seemed to be doing fine. And then they started main eventing every show with one of those two.
Yep, it's true.
And it's like, what are you guys doing? Stop. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And it was week after week after week for months. And then they haven't been able to recover since. All night. They'll be there all night.
They're going to be all night.
Why is there a bear?
Aoife's like, ha ha ha, I can co-host the show as well. Sounds like a plan. Ravi says, big up D with Taylor Swift knowledge. It was on a TikTok. That's the only reason why I know that. Piccolo says, cause them meats be sick, yo. That's right, Piccolo. Them cured meats from Italiano are great. Aoife says, how are you guys doing? Were you watching the Olympics? We did watch some of the Olympics, Aoife. We're doing pretty good. How about yourself? How's the job going? Are you still planning on doing that camp thing?
You guys had a really pretty runner. What was that? What race was that she was in? She was black?
She was.
And she was pretty.
Yeah, she was really Irish. Pretty. Was it the 200? Or was it the...
I can't remember if it was a 400 or a relay or... Anyways, you had a sprinter from Ireland, and she was really pretty.
Yeah. Aoife says, I'd love to go to college in America. LOL. Looks so fun. Probably not our college in our town. It's kind of...
It's fun, trust me.
It's a little bit lame. But
it's still fun.
But it can be fun. Piccolo says, waterboarding, no bueno. What? Not the waterboarding. Vindicator says, one day, I want to see Aoife and Ayla host the show with no Travis noise in the background.
Oh, Lord.
That'd be weird. Ravi says, whatever happened to Miro and Jungle Boy? They might be on that other show. Jungle Boy is the traitor guy. He's with the
He's
weirdos.
On this show.
He's with...
I don't know where Miro went. I don't know if he's still around or wrestles
Yeah, I don't know if he's on Collision. Is that it? Collision? Saturday show? I don't watch it, so I have no idea. And then, what was the other one? Jungle Boy. He's the, what is it? The scapegoat. He's got that. What title is that he has now?
I don't
one
know.
Of the TV championships.
Is it the international one?
Or intercontinental? Or
no, that one was the one that MJF has, and he turned it to the U.S. Championship.
Oh, good God. All right, I don't know. It's weird. I can't keep...
I didn't know there was two. And now there's 2 extra championships. But Jungle Boy's got one.
Yeah. Aoife's like, ha ha ha, that has to happen sometime. I haven't seen Ayla in ages, though. Rob is like, Subway meats are as much Italian as D is. Subway meats are mostly all turkey.
Are you friends with us on Instagram?
Yes.
Oh, is she?
Aoife?
Yeah, I didn't know.
I'm pretty sure. Vindicator says Ayla has become a very, very old lady and goes to bed quite early. Ayla is now in the chat and says, I have shingles. Thumbs up. I've been ill, but I felt you talking about me. How the fuck did you get shingles?
You really have the shingles?
Good God.
Didn't your kids have baby pox or whatever?
No, they probably got this stupid vaccine shit. That's like the worst thing ever that ever invented was the chickenpox vaccine.
You got to be
made
around.
Shingles gone rampant.
You got to be around chickenpox all the time.
Yeah, it's true.
You can only catch it once. So be around it the rest of your life, and then it keeps your immune system up.
Yeah.
Because it's herpes.
Yeah.
Ayla's got the herpes.
She's got the herpes. It's gross. Ew. That's nasty. Is it on your face? I saw this girl. She got shingles literally on her face.
Do you
like
have a
it was
weak
like
immune
all
system?
like over here. Ayla, of course she does. She's always sick.
Yeah, Brie got it in her 30s too.
Yeah.
That's so weird to me. It's like for 50-year-olds.
It used to be an old person's disease, and now it's not. Now all these young people are getting it. And it's because of the fucking chickenpox vaccine.
Well, I understand
It's literally because they've vaccinated people to kill off the chickenpox virus. And so now nobody has the virus, supposedly. And so now nobody's exposed to the actual virus. They should get rid of that vaccine. It's like the vaccine that they should get rid of. Or the vaccine that they should just not have people get. Like, I don't need this one. You know, I'm not going to give this one to my kids. The choices. Yeah, and if you're stressed at all, I guess that brings it out even worse. Oh, my God. Hey, there's that guy, Ravi, you were asking about. There's that dude you were asking where he went.
Dylan from 90210's son. Do you think it was Dylan Brenda's son? No.
What? I'm sorry.
So do you think it was Dylan and Brenda's son?
Gross.
Well, I know Dylan's his dad. But is Brenda his mom?
Anyways, Aoife said job is going okay. We have to work a wedding on Sunday with 200 people, and we don't even have 20 servers. So God help us. You'll be all right. Do you get tips from that? Ayla's like, so yes, I'm old as fuck apparently. Well, Vindicator was the one that said you were old. So it's his fault you probably got shingles.
Just in that text.
Aoife says, oh my God, Ayla. Ayla's like, hey. Aoife's like, shingles is the worst. Hope you're okay, girl. And Piccola says, say her name, and Ayla appears. Whatever. We've said her name multiple times. She's never appeared before now. Ayla's like, I'm feeling better. God. Day 15. And Vindicator says, say her name, and she appears. I believe in Ayla.
Oh, no.
Clap, clap. Oh, no. He's going to break him. How dangerous these retractable doors can be.
Too bad it's not pinfalls count anywhere. You could just pin him right now.
Right? Robbie says, oh, it's not like the college in Clueless. Although don't let D sell you a dream like Luther King. What the fuck are you talking about?
There's a college in Clueless?
I don't think so, but whatever. Aoife's like, yes, I am friends with you guys on Insta, I believe. Well, I thought so too. Robbie says, Ayla, what the F happened to you?
Oh, shit. He's trying to kill him.
Chris is now in the chat. Hey, Chris, good to see ya.
Hey, Chris.
He says, hey, Travis and Dean. Aoife says, are you stressed, Ayla? That can cause it, apparently, according to my doc. And Vindicator says, Robbie, everyone was playing hide and seek, and you were it, but failed to find anyone. Ayla's like, honest, I have shingles. The worst, absolutely awful. Apparently, you can get it more than once. I had it in 14 after David passed. Stress. Yeah, you're literally get it for the rest of your life. You're now susceptible to it constantly. Congratulations.
Okay, first of all, you're not getting it. You have it.
Yeah.
It's herpes.
Yeah, you literally are susceptible to getting it.
And it just is going to go into remission, and then it can pop back up.
Yep.
Because you're not around it.
Chris says, my boy Joe Hendry challenging all ego Ethan Page for NXT title, basically a TNA match in WWE. Huh. Piccola says shingles aren't supposed to happen to young people. It really isn't. Piccola, it's never supposed to. And we never had that as a problem. That's why, they didn't start having shingles vaccines until later on for older people, because it's more dangerous to them to get them when they're older.
Well, and they're not around it.
But now everybody gets it. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just a rampant thing, and they're like, no, it's fine. And it's like, no, it's fucking not fine. And the reason why is because you're fucking get rid of the shit that actually makes it so people become immune. And you're like, nah, we're just going to make sure that everybody gets this vaccine that is worthless.
Herpes simplex tan.
We don't want people to go through getting the chicken pox. It's horrible for children. I'm like, whatever. It's not that bad.
I don't
for
even
kids.
remember it.
I kind of remember a little bit, but not like excessive. I remember being told, don't pick at that. I remember putting chamomile shit on my face and stuff, and told not to pick them on my face. that was it. And like maybe a couple baths for itching. But that's it. That's all I remember about chickenpox. I don't remember fevers and all this stuff that, it's horrible and awful. Like, is it though?
You have fevers?
Yeah, with chickenpox, because it's a virus.
Didn't know.
Yep. You get flivers.
Yeah, they used to just get parties together.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, my kids have sick.
Oh, hey, you got chickenpox.
So all their friends would bring their kids over, and they'd have chickenpox parties.
It was like, yeah, I'm stressed, haha. I'm just a sickly person, though, too. And Robbie says, is Taz still relevant in the world of wrestling commentary?
No.
Vindicator says shingles doesn't care about anyone or anything or any feelings of any kind. It's true.
Yeah, it's herpes.
Aoife's like, I got shingles when I was 16, laughing my ass off. The doctor was like, girl, are you okay? That's kind of young to get up, but yeah, that's crazy. Vindicator says, glad I will never have it, but feel better soon, Ayla. Ayla's like, back of my neck and shoulder. Ew, at least it's not your face. I saw some girl in her 20s, had shingles, and they were on her face. Like, half of her face was Quasimodo'd with shingles.
Quasimodo'd? I don't even know what that means.
Robbie says, oh, there is the bumper.
I love the word.
Clark. Chris says, "Are her worst fears coming to life as Taker basically confirmed he is going to be setting up Take versus Logan Paul at a Saudi show. Logan asked and basically egged Taker, so there's that BS. That's dumb." And this is one day, Vin. One day.
Did you see that Dominic was on Impulsive and talked to him about working in Japan? Like, you should work in Japan. You'd be have like instant heat. Because of the... Logan was just like...
Because of his
dead
comments about the... Ayla says, one day, Vin, one day. And Eva says, hope you feel okay soon, Ayla. All our tips are divided between us. Oh, well, that's not bad. So hopefully you guys get a whole bunch of tips. I mean, that's a lot of people. And only 20 of you. That's pretty good. And that's not too bad. I mean, 10 people per server. And some of those people are going to be easy. And I don't know if it's all adults, the 200, or if there's children included with that, but kids don't get shit. Pickle is like, so how long do you have it for the shingles? You can have the shingles for a long time. Chris says, Taker said, man, I should be put there. I have the itch for one more. Direct quote from Taker. Quentin says, did you saw TNT Overdrive? No, did not. Ayla's like, depends. Fat Lisa, 10 days to 4 weeks. And Ravi says, Vin, this ain't Where's Waldo. And Aoife says, are you on meds, Ayla? And Pickle says, ooh, that's horrible. It was like almost the same spot as last time, but first time it only lasted a few days. Stop saying herpes. But that's what it is. It's literally a herpes syndrome.
Who's saying stop saying?
Ayla.
It's herpes.
It's a herpes virus. Chickenpox is a herpes virus.
It is herpes.
Yeah. It's just a different simplex than all the other ones.
It's not 1 or 2. It's 3.
It's herpes simplex 10. Literally, it's herpes. And we've all had it. I have it. I had chickenpox when I was little, so I've had the herpes. It was like, I know it is, but it's icky. It's icky. Hey, there's that girl. Everybody likes her.
Zastro.
She doesn't want anybody to get hurt.
Zostro. Herpes
Mina.
Zostro.
What is it? That's a herpes?
Yeah, herpes Z.
Herpes Z, huh? Vindicator says, it's a party and everyone is invited. Haven't seen this many faceless names in here in a while. Good stuff. All because of AEW, baby. But seriously, it was Pico, a magnetic personality. Vindicator's like, hey, Ayla, will playing a game called Where's Ravi make you feel any better? And Ayla's like, no, Aoife. I waited too long to get antivirals. And Ayla's like, ew, no. And Pico's like, I feel the creepy crawlies. Vindicator's like, it would be a short game because Ravi is probably in the tub again. Aoife says, no, I wonder, is there anything like natural you could do to help it? It was like, Vin, how can you not get it? You'll get it if you've had the pox or the pox vaccine. Aoife says, I know someone whose husband had shingles in his eyes. I'd simply pass away. That's terrifying. Yeah, like this girl, like it was like this. Her whole like side of her face was the herpes of shingles. It was shingles herpes. Like I said, she looked at Quasimodo. Ayla says you have to get the shingles vaccine. Vindicator says, I have had chicken McNuggets, but never chicken pox from a box. It was like, I saw a TikTok about a girl getting on her front butt. Yeah, her front. Rob is like, dude, with the pep.
Is that shingles or is that just herpes?
That might be a different type of herpes.
Is that just one A?
That's a different herpes. It's not the same herpes.
Her vagina looked like the ice palace from Superman.
Oh, good God. Ayla's like, felt like burning hot oil burn. Vindicator message retracted. Eva's like, we don't even have 20 staff, though. There will probably be like 7 or 8 people serving. That's the thing. We have to go to their house. It's in a big tent. So odd. No, it's not that odd. I saw a movie where that's where they had their wedding, was in a big tent. It was in Ireland, too.
Yeah. It's called the proposal.
It's called leap year.
Oh, leap year, not the proposal, sorry. but it's
Yeah.
about proposing.
Just make sure that you don't get swung around and have your shoe come off and hit somebody.
The
That's
bride.
terrifying. Vindicator says, Travis, my super cutie Mina Shirakawa is going to be in the U.S. for a good while to brighten up AEW women division. Good times.
Maybe she'll challenge for the world title next.
Aoife says, I don't think we have a shingles vaccine here. Well, if we do, I clearly did not get it. I'm going to Google that, actually. They don't start giving the shingles vaccine until you're old.
50.
Yeah, you have to be old to get it. Ayla, I think you have to be 50 to get the vaccine here. Yes, 50. You have to be old. Older. Eva's like, yes, that's right. It's optional or something. Yes, optional. Robbie says, I'm actually not in the tub, you mofos. I'm actually in bed. Well, we thought it was the same thing for you, Robbie, considering...
Oh, shit. You got a triple threat.
You have fallen asleep in the tub before. We just feel like your apartment's that small, bud. Pickle is laughing, and Chris says, and my boy Obafemi fucked up Otis last night in NXT for title. Maxine was out there. Aoife says, in Ireland, everyone is so traditional, and it's always in a church. This one is in their back garden. I'll tie my shoelaces extra tight to cover my bases. Have you ever seen the movie Leap Year, Aoife? I don't know how any accuracy is in that show for Ireland, but I'm kind of curious to know if you've heard of or seen that movie. Because it's, it's an American movie. So I'm not sure if it's one you've watched. It's actually pretty good. If it's a rom-com, it's some weird wives' tale
what the hell is she doing?
about this girl who's Irish, and she's told this story that because she's very traditional about letting her boyfriend propose, but she thinks he isn't going to, and so her dad tells her this story about his mom, but it's about the girls can propose to the guys in Ireland on leap day and leap year. So it's called Leap Year. LEAPYEAR, Leap Year.
So on February 29th, a woman can propose to a man.
Yeah.
In Ireland.
Yeah. I doubt that's real, but it's funny. It's actually pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of rom-coms, but that one's not too bad. It's all right. It's a good story, let's put it that way. Oh, yeah, she's a ginger. Yeah, she's a redhead. Ayla said shingles on her front butt and down her leg. I'd have to find the video, all external. She had her undies on. It looked so bad. Vindicator's so this has become a 30-minute shingles virus 101 masterclass of deliberation. Ah, yes. The Ayla effect. It was funny thing is the shingles vaccine only helps shorten the outbreak from what I read. Yeah, it doesn't make you not get it by any means. But Eva said she hasn't seen it, how I must watch it. And Ayla says, I'm here to break wrestling cap. Eva says, I'll watch the trailer and see. Hold on. Eva's like, wait, what's it called again? Got it. Leap year. She said, of course the girl's a ginger. And then we have Isaac in the chat. Hey, Isaac Delgado. Hey, Isaac says, hey, wrestling cap. I'm going to Walmart by Rose for Jade Diana tomorrow afternoon.
Boom.
Should come to my house tomorrow afternoon after. Oh, that's gross. All right, after your schoolness or whatever. Why are you so weird? Ooh, cool. That's interesting.
Yeah. Set your DVR.
Ayla's check your text, all of you, but mainly delete. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Any traveler.
Not any travelers.
Yeah, at Domino's.
I
probably should write this match down too, since I've been writing the matches down.
Yeah. Write it down.
I don't like any of these guys, but maybe Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy and O'Reilly.
O'Reilly, and then the other guys on the outside.
Huh. Anyways, J-Man is back. It's all about Hulk Hogan. Cool beans.
Yeah, everything's about Hulk Hogan.
Vindicator says, Ayla, some guy who loves to give out hearts has been looking for you. Here now, you can get rid of him. Raul Williams is in the chat. Raul says, follow Mr. Santizap. Cool. Eva says, it looks good. Looks like it was set like a good while back. Yeah, it was.
It's a good one.
It was a while back, but it's not bad. Ayla says, the red is way brighter on the picture. It's not that bright. Pickle says, Raul, you like him or Deporticus better? Or how about Blonde Wheezy? Ayla's about Hulk Hogan with a barf face. Raul says, don't rate matches. Don't become Dave Meltzer. Rank matches? Racked matches? Oh.
Rate them.
Rate them? We don't rate them. Travis just writes them down so we know all the matches at the end just in case.
Yeah, this would be a 0 star.
Yeah.
You don't want me to rate matches in AEW.
It was like, J-Man, poop emoji. Pico's like, they were just showing a commercial about the Chicago shows on NBC. I just don't get it. I don't either. You know, I've never watched any of those.
What's a Chicago show?
It's like Chicago Med, Chicago Fire.
Oh.
Those.
Chicago PD.
Yeah, I think that's the other one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really
They're on
ever...
before wrestling on USA.
Oh, are some of them? One of them?
Monday, yeah.
The Chicago PD, probably.
Well, they have the Fire one.
Oh, they have that one, too?
That's the big one they play before.
Oh, yeah.
But they do have the PD one. That's the one with the dude.
Oh, no, he's got both of them in a weird
She's kind of a
hold.
prettier girl, and she has that little birthmark, or whatever those things are called, those dots.
Mm-hmm.
The Christy Brinkley's. No, Christy Brinkley, not that one. Cindy Crawford's.
Yeah.
The Mole.
Yes.
The Holy Moly!
A beauty mark. They're called a beauty mark. Isaac's like, hey, Wrestling Gab on Friday night, make out with Jay Deanna. But I don't really want to. How about you do it?
Who's Jay Deanna?
I don't know, but it sounds like somebody Isaac likes.
Are you talking about Deanna Peraza? Because, ew.
Aoife says, Ayla not holding back tonight. People's like, hooray, Smirk show up. Ayla's like laughing. Raul says, you guys thinking about wrestling all day. Go do something else fun. Your whole life revolve around wrestling.
That's it, too. There is nothing else.
There's nothing else, Raul. It's all about wrestling. It's just wrestling all the time. Every single day. Every single second of my day.
For 5
Monday,
years.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 24/7, 365, 366 on leap years.
Yeah.
And that's the day I extra think about it.
Yeah, the 29th. February. That was this year.
Yeah, it was. We sat and had multiple discussions about wrestling.
We had an extra 24 hours this year.
I know, it was just amazing.
To dedicate just to wrestling.
Even says Chicago Med is my fave. Pickle says, I used to enjoy all the Law and Order shows, but it's about the same. It's true. I really like Criminal Intent with Vincent D'Onofrio. That's probably my favorite one.
I don't hate it. But it's like every time I watch it, it's the same one. It's when he goes to the loony bin.
Yeah.
Every time I'm like, did they not make any other episodes?
No, never.
Like, oh, we got to put him in the loony bin. And he's not really a loony. He's undercover to try to catch.
So is this a three-way match or something? Oh, okay. What's it for? Like, what do they get out of this? Like, do they win something?
Probably.
Do they get a Cracker Jack prize?
Probably.
Do they get a decoder ring?
Mike Bennett's out there.
Ooh.
Some other dude.
It was like Paul Williams jealous. And Aoife's like, I am in so much pain. I went on a 4-night bender. My body is giving up. I feel like I got run over. Yeah, that'll do it to you.
Yeah, 4-night benders are only fun until you're like 25.
Yeah. Vindicator says, but tell us more about you, Raul, because you're so interesting. People's like, sure, doll. And Ayla's like, Raul, Paul, same. People's like, extra, X infinity fest show. It's right. Isaac's like, yes, I'm wrestling Gab. Jay Deanna is Mexican like me, and my mom is my grandma. That's cool. Awesome for you, man. Eva's like, Mal, what you doing here so LMAO? And he was like, Raul, Paul, doll, same. Raul says, brother, take your wife to a vacation restaurant or something fun.
Can't. We'd miss wrestling.
We can't. We would never see wrestling. We'd have to go to a wrestling event and then make sure we played wrestling over and over again
So
to make it worth our while.
I did see a nightclub.
Ooh.
This is a true thing. That plays just wrestling-themed entrance musics.
Ooh.
The whole crowd dances to it, and everything is so you wear your wrestling. Not like you don't dress up like wrestlers. You just wear your attire, your wrestling shirts and stuff, and then they just drink and party.
Like Picola just said, there's a wrestling cruise. We could do that too.
Yeah, like Jericho has one.
I mean, my God. It's a vacation and wrestling all at the same time.
But is there a wrestling flight to get to the cruise? Because that's a few hours to get there.
True.
At least 10 hours that I would have to be watching wrestling on my computer or something.
Yep. Eva says, Raul, I saw you crying in the frozen aisle in Walmart. Oh, no. And Pico's like, an iced tea says something intellectual. And I was like, ew, was that Paul Raul Williams? And Pico says, no. Early 30s can be fun. Don't recommend in your 40s, though. Okay, benders in your 30s hit a little bit different.
Dude, a 4-day in your 30s?
A 4-day bender in your 30s, you better be eating bread and drinking a lot of water that whole time, or you will die. You will be worthless. You better have like a 10 days off from work because you're going to need at least 6 days to recuperate from the 4-day bender. I'm just not sure how people do it as you get older. I love this commercial. Just because of his laugh. It's so fake.
Because he's poppy.
Yeah. Aoife's like, I'm 19, but I feel 29. I don't know what's happening to me. I can put away drinks so easily last year. Yeah, maybe it's just you're over it. Maybe it's lost its appeal. Peel says that counts as a vacay. It does. Cruises do. It was like you can watch wrestling on your phone. Go out dancing while you look at wrestling. Fun. It was like, I wish I was 29 crying. It was like 89 is far too old. Yeah, especially for benders, Ayla. It was like, nope, I have 2 shots and I'm ready to pick out a casket.
As long as it's not fruity, I'm okay. If they're fruity, they'll taste good. And then I want more of them. That's why that liquor in the kitchen, every time I see it, I'm like,
so my
good.
problem is this. The more I drink, the more the drink, even if it's like a fruity drink at first, you're like, oh, you can't taste it. The more I can taste the alcohol in it. So the more it tastes nasty after a while, and I'm just like, and gross.
You just got to get stupid.
It's got to be literally like
just drink so much of it.
Sugar induced, like, and I have to do it fast.
That's what I was gonna say.
Just like one right after the other, and just get completely plowed, and then I'm fine. But if I don't, and it's like a slow like get there,
now's the time
it gets to a point where it's like,
where you can pass out outside,
right, and not die of hypothermia.
Because you don't want to do that shit in the wintertime when you have to be outside because you're gonna puke the whole time. Because you don't want to puke in your floor. And you'll rip your sink off the wall if you try to pull yourself up by the sink. And you don't want to puke in the toilet the whole night.
Vinny Care's like, Raul is probably Robbie Burner account. He shows up and Robbie disappears to his water bed. Maybe he got in his bathtub and put the toaster in there with him. Eva's like, ha ha ha, Ayla, everyone in here needs to go on a night out. Laugh at my house out. Be so fun. Poor Ayla. Ayla would die. She's so not a drinker. It's funny. Like, I made her drunk when she was here for, what was that, SummerSlam last year or whatever it was?
Yeah.
Good God. I, like, fed her, I don't know how much alcohol and Jell-O shots and shit. I was like, here, have this. Take this. Made her talk more, that's for sure. Pico's like, LOL, I came home from Iraq and just drank soju and ate Taco Bell for about 5 days. So you're telling me that you went on a bender, but it was a different kind of bender. Vinegar says, Aoife, you done with school yet? And Pico says, don't know how I lived through it. It's different. Aoife says, I finished school last year, Vin. Took a year out and going to college in a few weeks. Vinegar's like, cool, get that education. I'm only here once a month, so I gotta catch up. I'm very out of touch with Gab Nation, LOL. Yeah, you're like here once a week, you loser face. That's your own choice. You know, you don't have to watch the wrestling to come in and see us. I tried to tell you that all the time, but you refuse. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Eva's like, college drinking was a side of education for me. With a side. Pico's like, oh my. Catalina wine mixer. Ayla's like, I'm not. I get drunk fast, but I can keep drinking. That's the problem. I'm a problem. I'm a problem. Eva's like, haha, same here, Vin. I just land in here every now and again. It was like, I mean, I threw up all over the door to the Uber at the Tool concert. I was gone.
That's nice.
Well, I bet they felt nice about that. That was my brother's only rule.
No puking in the car?
No puking on his truck or in his truck. If you had to puke, you told him, because he would stop and let your ass out so you could puke. That was his biggest rule.
Oh, Orange won. He beat the 2 WWE guy.
Good for Orange.
Or Riley is punching the mat. Because he's so mature. That's what you act like, children.
What the fuck is wrong with him? What a dumb weirdo. Okay. J-Man's like, Chris Benoit. Vampires. What we do in the shadows.
Have you guys seen that? What we do in the shadows? That shit's actually pretty funny.
Piccola or Ayla. Both of you guys probably would, I would think, seen it. Have you guys seen What We Do in the Shadows? You probably have. That shit's pretty funny. It was like the Uber guy didn't want to take us because I was like in and out of life, and Josh George bribed him. But like, well, what were you supposed to do? Do you want us to drive home drunk, man? Like, come on, give us a ride. Like,
Uber's such
we'll
a weird
make sure
thing
that she'll
anyways.
stay here.
Like, Uber's so weird because they use their own cars. Like, taxis back in the day, it was like, they were taxis, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, they were supposed to be piss and blood and shit and
They were dirty.
puke
Yeah.
and...
All kinds of
They would
gross
drive
things.
them to those car wash places and just open the doors and spray them out.
Probably.
They have hard
Vindicator.
seats in the back and shit, like cop cars.
Vindicator says, unfortunately, sometimes I take after Ravi and things will go in one ear and out the other, LOL. Pico's like, bits and pieces. It was like, no, I haven't. And Pico's like, yeah, I enjoy it. Ayla, I think you'd like it. It's actually pretty funny. I think you'd like it. Ayla's like, hey, I'm going to be honest. Ravi sucks. Oh, that's not very nice. He seems like a good guy. Vindicator says, make sure you tip your drivers, Ayla. Pretty soon, no more taxes on tips, LOL. It was like Nick Cage? Ew. What about Nick Cage? What are you talking about?
I was doing the peck bop of love.
It was like, I'm kind of kidding. Usually when you make fun of him, he shows up. Oh, yeah.
He said he was in bed. He probably just
He
passed
probably
out.
fell asleep.
Just make loud noises.
If I cackle, he might wake up again. To make me laugh really bad and loud, and he'll probably wake up, poor guy.
Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. That's how Indians laugh. Ha 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 ha.
Stop.
What? I could say it.
It's terrible. People like tickle. Yeah. Let's see. Rebecca says, I'm back. Had to get from your shingles chicken. Had to
Get
Had
away.
to get from your Jingle Chicken box.
You didn't want to catch it.
He didn't want to catch the herps.
You get the virus on the internet.
It was like, okay, I'm leaving. I'll try to come around more. Yeah, you should, you bitch. I don't know why you're not. It's rude. I don't care what your schedule is like. You better make goddamn time for us. Piccolo's like, have you ever seen Oh? No, I've never seen Oh. But Ayla, you should look up What We Do in the Shadows. That one, it's pretty funny. It was an FX. So
FXX.
FX one, just like Fargo. Fargo was an FX. I'm pretty sure Fargo was an FX one too. So it might be on a streaming service you have. Maybe. Hey, look, Ravi's back. Ayla's leaving and Ravi came back. Piccolo's like Jimmy Carr. He's a British comedian, so he has the wildest laugh. And Ravi says, Ayla, don't let Dee feel left out. LOL. Your tail's ticklish. Stop. Put it on your face and leave it there.
Yeah, put it on your face.
Yeah. Face.
California Angels is what they used to be called.
I must have bit my tongue in my sleep last night or something.
You were snoring loud enough to fight things.
Oh my god. Rude.
You were not mad about them. I couldn't sleep last night. I don't think I went to bed till like 1 or 2.
Really? Because you were asleep.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't? I thought you were sleeping.
How would you know?
I don't know.
You were snoring. I know when you woke up because you don't snore.
So you're saying that no matter what I snore, I can't sleep quietly?
Mm-mm.
Ever?
Huh?
The minute that I fall asleep, I just snore
Yes.
immediately.
I can tell you because you put your phone down, and then you do something. I don't know what you're doing. You move maybe or something, and you get comfortable, and then it doesn't take long.
And all of a sudden, I'm just snoring.
And it's not that kind. It's not my kind. It's not that. It's like.
Do I make this sound when I breathe out?
Mm-hmm.
Do I really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And it's instant, like right when you fall asleep, and then I'm sitting there on my phone, and I don't want you to know that I'm still awake because it's like 1 o'clock in the morning for what. This just last night. It's not forever. Just last night, and I'm like, why am I still awake? I was like this.
I've had nights like that.
And then so when you would stop snoring, I would just touch my button on my phone right there to make it go dark, and just set it on my chest until you'd start snoring again, and then I would pop it back.
Yeah, I probably was asleep. Because I didn't wake up.
And then I woke up at 5, and I was like, okay, I can just get out of bed, and then I stayed until 6.
5:50.
Yeah, whatever. I don't pay attention. Yeah, it's because my watch vibrates at that time. And then I was up, and I was just like, what are we going to do today?
Robbie says, waterbed. Go on, Vin, with the special bed. And Vindicator says, you bring a tub and bed together, the best of both worlds. Robbie says, Dee, how do you cure snoring? You know how you really cure snoring is you don't be a mouth breather.
Yeah, they have mouth
But
guards.
don't, like, tape your mouth or anything.
They
Well,
have
what you
that.
should do, you shouldn't tape your mouth. It's really bad for you to tape your mouth. But what you should do is what actually cures it is the fact that people don't relax their tongue. So your tongue actually in a resting position is supposed to be completely sucked up on the top of your mouth and your palate of your mouth.
Right, so they have a mouthpiece that you put in.
Mm-hmm.
And it pulls your bottom jaw forward, and it opens your throat.
Yeah. It's that,
what
but it's
athletes
also
have to
your
use.
tongue needs to be like suctioned to the roof of your mouth. And that usually will cure most snoring.
Yeah, you just want to open the throat.
Pico says, Nick Wayne is a champion. Sheesh.
So is she. And they have her on her internal roster. That's a triple tag team right there. Those 3.
Is it the trios champion?
Yeah. One's a woman.
Why does she have it and
'Cause
not the guy who
Monster.
actually won it?
I have no idea. But on the internal roster, Big Tits McGee there has it.
That's dumb as fuck.
You think?
This is stupid. This is why I hate anything with AEW, because they do weird shit like this that makes absolutely no sense. Vindicator's like, Nick Wayne is 3 times greater than McDowell.
Yes, I would give him that. He's better than McDowell. He's better than Dominic.
At least he doesn't have a ginormous head. This looks like a moron. Robbie says, what the yeet is going on with AEW tonight? Oh, is that how you cure snoring? Go on, D. Pico's like, oh, it's going to get weirder. Oh, great, Pico. Tell us all about the weirdness.
Oh, Jesus.
What did he tell her? She was a terrible interviewer?
She's worse mom than she is an interviewer.
Well, there you go.
Get out of here. You're a worse mom than you are an interviewer.
Well, that's true, because she's at home with her child. What a loser face. Like, be home with your kid. Just kidding. Oh, great. Let's talk to the one that never talks.
Oh, God. Hook's back.
Good God.
Don't
He
do
came
it,
back
Tony.
like last week.
Don't do it, Tony. Did you hear him?
Yeah, he's trying to make it cool, like what he did with what's his face. That guy he really liked.
Oh my God, his name's Sting.
Yeah, that guy Sting. I couldn't remember his name.
Drinking water. I'm about to die.
Oh, I couldn't remember his name. Your tail is very itchy. Just go back to sleep. You're fine. There you go. Curl up like that. Perfect.
He's monoocular.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I'd rather stab my eye just so I don't have to watch this promo. Oh, good God.
Did he just say I can't see out of this eye?
Yeah.
Please stop. Get this guy off the TV now.
The retard.
Somebody in the back's got to be like, kill, 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 kill.
God, the retardedness is so dumb. Ew. Wow. Robbie's like, oh, D, people do work who have kids. What? That's ridiculous, Robbie. Robbie's like, LOD, how you forget his name? I don't know. It hasn't been said for like a couple months. It happens a lot with me.
I don't have
Once it's out of my sight of having to remember, I don't remember. Like, it just literally is just information I'm like, and done remembering. Moving on with my life.
For the world.
For the world champion. He's a wizard. This is lame. It's lame they're still doing this. Is it only because it's his dad's belt or some crap? Is that why he has to get it back or some shit? I don't get it.
He is. He can't help it.
So lame.
I can't see it at this eye. Because he's a wizard.
Well, he is the one that threw it at him because he's a wizard. It's like, I'm a wizard.
Yeah, that's what they said over and over. Give it to him, Jericho.
Vindicator's like, all right, so it looks
Too
like
bad.
Jericho and then Yuta are going to close out this show, unfortunately. So my interest has faded, but I saw
Did he
enough
just
good
say
stuff
Jericho?
to be satisfied. So you guys take care.
Did he say Jericho?
He said, yeah. He said, looks like Jericho and then Yuta. And then Yuta are going to.
Yeah, because it's Swerve and Yuta.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Vindicator says, see you around this time next hump day. Bye. And Piccolo says, all right. Brian Keith has the best line of the night. Who's Brian Keith?
I don't know. That guy, maybe?
I don't know. Vindicator. Piccolo says, later, Vindicator. I don't know who it is.
I think it's the guy to Jericho's left, our right.
Then he cares like, Stay Frosty, P. Coca-Cola. Did he literally have a shirt on and then just took all of it off, or did he only have a jacket on?
He just had a jacket on.
It's weird. It's so weird.
Is that the puppy outside?
Yeah, they're both outside. I never brought him in. August is probably laying on the cement, ruining his hip.
This guy, somebody needs to either give him mic work, not on Dynamite.
Yeah, what the fuck? Where's his dad at? Isn't his dad supposed to show him how to do this shit?
His dad wasn't very good at it either, even though he's an announcer.
Well, you would think
Play-by-play
that
guy.
if you aren't very good at something, that you would try to make your child better at it if he's
Right,
going into the
like
same fucking
IRS.
field as you.
IRS was that way, right? And he taught both of his sons to be very good. Ray Wyatt and Bo Dallas.
Right.
Both of them are good, and it's because he knew the business.
Yeah. Like, you know that that's something they're going to have to learn how
Mike
to do.
Rotunda is his name, by the way. So Mike Rotunda and Barry Windham, Kendall Windham, none of them were very good on the microphone.
Right.
So like, hey, look, you need to be, if you have this, it'll take you further. Look at Ric Flair. It'll take you further if you can do it on the mic.
Mm-hmm. In front of a crowd, in front of thousands of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and not be a little weenie whiny about
Yeah.
it.
You don't have to say that, but a catchphrase is a good thing to have.
That too.
He's thinking the first we will start back up.
Oh, so Labor Day weekend?
It's a Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Don't tell me things. I don't know when holidays are unless they're like Christmas or Thanksgiving or Halloween or
September
Easter.
2nd this year is Labor Day.
Okay. I don't
The 31st is a Saturday. That's the WWE.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view
Babe
is
Berlin
that
and
day.
the Bash.
Bash and Berlin. Mm-hmm. It's two weekends from after this one.
Yeah, I was just I was worried he was gonna say that Saturday. I was gonna be like, dude, we gotta cancel the first one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be in the day.
Mm.
But I think the day ones will be almost over by then.
Quentin says Hook should have quoted Taz's catchphrase, "Just another victim," or "Beat me if you can, but survive if I let you." Piccolo says, well, not every Nepo wrestler has the chops like they daddy, ooh, Lord, have mercy. That was my Dusty impression. Right? They're in a full-on commercial break, by the way.
Do you want to play World of Warcraft on the PC? Does it interest you at all?
Not really. World of Warcraft doesn't really interest me that much, if anything. People's like, beat that ass. No scissoring here. Yeah, scissoring.
I could play in here. You could play out there.
World of Warcraft?
Mm-hmm. And he'd be in Arizona and Tony being black.
Oh, does they still all play World of
I
Warcraft?
don't know.
Then?
He just said that.
Oh.
His words were, "I wish you played World of Warcraft on the PC of yours."
I've never been interested in playing it.
Well, that was my reply.
Yeah. Pico's like, oh, I sent you my specs on IG. Did you catch it? Oh, you did? Oh, shit.
Oh, for the
I didn't
PC?
know you sent something.
I asked her
yesterday.
Was that today? It was last night, huh? I asked her if you had sent her.
Oh, this is his specs on his computer. Okay. Perfect.
Well, what are we talking about? That's what I thought he was talking about.
So, let's see.
Let me see it. Ouch.
There's an i5 Intel Core.
What gen?
Looks like...
Is there a number? Does it start with a 5, a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
It's an 8. Generation 8.
8. So do you have Windows 11?
i5-8. Yeah, he has Windows 11 home from last year.
Do you have a solid state drive? Or is it an HDD? Or SSD?
Doesn't have the drive information on there, huh?
If you switch it over just to an SSD, it'll change your life.
I don't know. I don't know. It's not too bad, that processor. It's just 1.6 gigahertz.
That's fine. That's plenty.
He has 8 gigabits of RAM, though.
Yeah. That
you might be able to update your RAM depending on if your motherboard can support it.
It probably can. I have a code you can put in. I have it written down over here. If you want to do it, I can walk you through it right now. Can I see it? But you'll want to up your RAM. I bet you could probably go 32 gigs. Would be mine. Do you know what kind?
He doesn't have a huge graphics card. The graphics card he has is a UHD graphics. It's just the standard blah that comes with most of those.
Is
computers.
it an actual graphics card or is it off the processor?
It's off the processor.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I said it's a UHD.
You probably want a separate graphics.
Well, the whole thing's 6 to 7 years old, so yeah. Let's see. Pico says my army buddy is really loved WoW back in the 2000s, and I was going to chat more about it. Yeah, it's like at least 6 to 7. Malachi Black. We haven't seen him on here for a minute. He's probably on the other one. Rebecca's like, did they release the guy that his face painted? Not Sting. Are you talking about Darby? No, he was on earlier. He got beat up by the scapegoat guy who used to be known as Jungle Boy. Yeah, they won't open anymore. You can only open them so many times. So you closed it down, so now you can't see them. Congratulations.
If I would have known that, I would have screenshot it. That could have been something you could have said. Where's that at?
Instagram.
Oh, mine's black because I use the night one.
Cool. It's like so many painted faces. Roar, cat. Guess J-Man likes DIY. Cool, man. Not a fan.
What is it?
I didn't even know they were having this match.
Yeah, they announced it last week.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm. But they attacked him before, so I think they're trying to get rid of him rapping. Which is irritating because they attacked him on the way down.
Oh. Well, I think it's just because of the Young Bucks CEO crap that they're pulling off their buttholes.
They haven't had a title match since April. Remember how good this tag team division used to be?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Now they're holding it for hostage. Holding it
like
for,
cough.
Holding it for hostage? Is that how you, that's not right. Holding it of hostage? Holding it.
They're just holding it hostage.
Just holding it hostage.
Yep, that's it. Fecal is like, that was their best gimmick. Rebecca's like, he tagged with Hook. There You're in picture now. You got hair on your face. What?
I do not have my phone, so if you're gonna touch it, grab it.
I'm not touching it.
Okay.
It's a monthly subscription per account, so he's like, you don't have to buy it per se, but that's buying it. Like, so that's the only reason why I never got into World of Warcraft. The reason why I never really got into World of Warcraft was because you had to pay a monthly shit to even be on it. And that doesn't really appeal to me. I'm like a old school weirdo that likes to own things and touch things. Like books and games. I'm like, touchy. Mine. And I'm not very good at like the whole like playing with other people like stuff on those kind of games. I'm like a very individual, like by myself kind of person when it comes to RPG games. It's like getting hugged by a bear in the forest. I'm sorry to inform said person, but that bear would fuck you up. They would slice your face off and then chew on your head. They would not give you a nice warm hug. It would not be nice. They'd give you a hug, all right. It just wouldn't be a nice one. Picola says, I surely wish the tag division was like it was in 2021.
Oh, bad. I just want to watch tag team wrestling. I loved it as a kid. And then Vince ruined it. And then AEW came out and they were like, yeah, we're going to make it great. And it was. It really was. It was great. That's why I watched it. And then they got rid of it. Like, why are you doing this to me?
Oh, okay. Rebecca was talking about somebody who tagged with Hook and she meant Donhausen. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't think he's really not with AEW. He's probably just doing other stuff. He comes by every once in a while. Like Picola said, he might just be doing some indie stuff. Picola's like, oh wait, when did Billy Gunn show up? He was down there with him the whole time. There's the sign Picola is out there in the audience right now. He's got a sign that says dung bucks with poop emojis. That's Picola. He's out there. He's like, there. I knew you went to these things, Picola. Dumb. These guys are annoying. This whole like weird power trip stuff that they're doing with their name and like all that stuff is just weird. But it's probably normal, right? They just do that kind of crap all the time. So I guess Picola, what I want to know is what do you want to do with your computer? Like with a laptop, like what do you want to be able to do with it? Are you wanting to like play games on it, like from Steam and stuff like that? Or what exactly do you want to do with this computer? Picola says, I wish I'd call the Elite so many names and make so many shit posters. Well, that one was a good shit poster. I thought it was you the whole time. I just figured it was you because it seemed like something you would say. Video editing, play off Steam, etc.
Video editing doesn't take a lot.
Yeah, video editing, you don't need a lot of like,
unless you
RAM
want it to be like super fast.
He ripped your sign up. The dung buck ripped up your sign.
He gave it back to him. Oh.
And he said, no, I don't want it back.
I'd have kept it. Okay. Hit him with it. Did you see that?
Yeah, he threw that sign.
Tried to give him a paper cut.
He threw that sign of poop at his face. He almost got him in the eye with it.
Yeah, that's weird. It's not cheap to play either. You know, like a few dollars.
Right?
It's like buying a new game every month. Oh, shit.
Oh, I guess they retired. Tiger Direct is no more. That sucks, butthole.
I mean, it really. I mean, I would suggest getting an i7 and then maybe a 10th gen, or maybe like a 9th might be good. Even.
Right?
If you're trying to go older. They're at 13 now. Or is it 14? I can't remember if I have a 14 or a 13. I think I have a 13. No, it's a 14. So they have 14 now, so a 9 would be 5 years old. But an i7 has more processing power.
Right?
For things. And then if you want to do extra things, I would suggest it having an external card, not external, but an internal card, but that's not the processor. Gaming card, whatever they call that. Graphics card. And to be honest, it doesn't really matter what that is, because you can spend as much money as you want, and it just... I mean, you're not going to want to spend 10 grand on it.
Well, no. I guess the thing of it is, people, is like, what is your, like,
Are you trying to say budget?
yeah. Like, what's your budget for this? I mean, I know you're talking about refurbish, but, like, what is your budget? Like, really sucks is Tiger Direct doesn't exist anymore. They used to be the best one you could go to get any of that stuff, and they're just gone now, which fucking sucks balls.
I don't remember. I don't think I've ever bought anything there, but I know you have.
I've bought almost every one of my laptops except for from the ones recently from Costco. Before, I bought them off of Tiger Direct. Bought every single one of them. Pico says, I'm sort of the same way. I like the city builders, which require tons of just solo time, right? Pico says, so you've built your own PC before?
I have in my mind, and on paper, I haven't put it together.
We haven't, like, went and bought parts and put one together, but...
I found one that had everything that I wanted for cheaper than I could have built it for, and so I bought it.
Yeah.
But I was going to build it. I actually had everything in my cart. So, but then she's like, hey, they have this one, and I'm like, wait, what? So we bought that.
Yep.
Like, not even kidding, like a month ago.
I was like, I've always wanted to, but I don't have the ingenuity. You don't really need to have the ingenuity, Picola. All it is knowing basics of what you need or what you want. Like, so what's your end? And then work backwards from that, because you have to know what you want to use it for in order to build the machine the way you want it to be. And you want to build the machine, if you're going to build it yourself, so it lasts at least 5 years, 7 max. Because if you're going to use it for like prime gaming, you're going to have something that you can either upgrade enough to get you to that point before you have to change out the motherboard. Because that's where your biggest expense is going to be the motherboard and the graphics card. Oh no.
Those shoes. Oh no. Thrust kick.
They've cut it in half. Feels like, oh, and if I wanted to use OBS, play a game, and surf the net all at once. Yeah.
Yeah, trust me. Almost anything above like 16 gigs of RAM will do that.
Yeah. You don't have to go crazy with RAM in order to do that kind of stuff.
But 32 is that's a sweet spot because there's nothing on the planet that takes that much. Not even 3D rendering takes 32. And you can go up to 128 now, meaning that you could 3D render like 12 different things at once, which it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But you don't need to go that high. I wouldn't even think about going that high.
And the graphics card is basically depending on what you want to do.
Yeah,
like that's a graphics card is based on what kind of gaming you want to do.
What your monitor looks like. Because if you want to game in 4K, then you're going to have to use a bigger game card.
Yeah, your gaming card will have to be, your graphics card will have to be better. But my question is that are you looking at laptops or are you looking at actual PC computers? Because laptops are very limited when it comes to that kind of stuff. Just so you're aware, like you can get a pretty good laptop that can do what you want it to do. Everything that you're talking about, have a good graphics card, have high gigabit RAM, and
I don't know what Steam is.
Have all the stuff you want to do with it, and should be able to play most of the games that you probably would play. But if you get up into higher graphic games, like I'm trying to think of what the ones they talk about on there that aren't that are so high.
So Insight.com owned them, and they decided to close it and just concentrate on Insight.
Yeah, Insight's more business related, so you have to have a small business in order to get anything from them. Where Tiger Direct was business and it was to the public related. Right. So they fucked everybody because they're a bunch of dick fucks. Just letting you know. Yeah, I saw that. I read it. Sorry. It's just bullshit that they do that kind of crap. Like, they literally took a resource away from individuals who want to, like, get good deals and said, fuck you. Because Newegg has never been. I've never thought they had really good deals. I've been on there before, and they're shit.
Is it Steam? S-T-E-M?
S-T-A-M.
S-T-E-A-M.
S-T-E-A-M. Steam. It's basically just a way to play games. Mm-hmm. Like, it's...
You need a NVIDIA Shield.
PC stuff.
That's what that's built for, I think.
Yeah, probably. Anyways. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing, Piccola. It's like I wish that buying computers were simple. But it all depends on what you want to do. It's like... You know, my brother was, like, looking for a laptop, and he's like, oh, I just need a simple laptop. I'm like, well, how simple? Like, how simple of a laptop do you need? Because if you go to Costco, you can buy you a pretty simple Acer laptop or an HP laptop that does whatever it is you want to do. It won't play games or anything, but it'll do simple shit that is, you know, about $300. Oh, no, the poor ref got taken out. Oh, and then he got kicked in the nards for it. Yeah, those people says, oh, figures, damn cheaters. I guess the one they're having for what's-his-face is just going to be really short and go over.
Yeah, they always go to 10 after, so they got about 20 minutes right now. Ugh, FTR showed up.
So here's the thing, Piccola. Budget. What you really want to do with the computer. If you're doing an actual computer / tower, or if you're doing a laptop, that. And then you can kind of go from there of finding something that will fit those criteria way better. But you have to know. Like, that's the other part. If you don't know what you really want it to, then it'll be a minute.
Yeah, but you could still say, I want to be able to do this stuff, but I might not want it to do that stuff today.
Yeah.
But then, and the budget's really the big part.
People's like, all right, thanks for all the advice.
But
I don't know if it's really advice.
An i5 can take you far. It's just not going to take you all the way, but it really is a good processor.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend an i3.
Yeah, so if you're wanting to do stuff on Steam and like play games, you'll want an i7.
And you want like a 10th gen or newer.
Yeah.
I think they call that a Comet Lake is the brand, but it doesn't matter. It's still a Intel.
And then for your graphics card, it just depends on
A 3060, a 4060.
It just depends on if you're a AMD person.
Oh, and if you're going AMD, I can't help you because I don't know enough about the Ryzen processor to tell you, because you would match the processor with the card.
Yeah.
And I don't know enough about them. The 5600 is, I think, the big one.
Something like that.
But I don't do the AMD, and they are cheaper though. So you might want to look into the AMDs if that's what you're after.
Yeah.
Because they're just as good, the Ryzen, but make sure that they're the Ryzen, so it's
It's RYZEN or something like
Ryzen.
that. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been an AMD Ryzen person. I've always been Intel, so.
Well, AMD didn't have the Ryzen series when you were getting into it. So they were a cheaper, I don't want to say cheap, but they were not garbage, but they were less. But then when they came out with their Ryzen, then it was a big deal, like, because they started to be able to compete. And I think the fastest processor in the world is an AMD, but it's also $7,000.
Right.
And it's for servers.
Yeah. They had Ryzens back in the day of gaming on computers. I've just never been.
I just thought the Ryzen just was new.
No.
Like in the past, 5 years.
No, they've had them for a while. But what was it? The graphics card is another one. Because you have, I can't think.
I think you'd be fine, honestly, with what you have if you just switch it to an SSD and you put 32 gigs of RAM in and just turn it on and see what it does.
He wouldn't because the graphics wouldn't do it. The graphics card is too old. It's too old. His processor's okay, but his graphics card, because he doesn't even have one, wouldn't work.
Right.
Like, it just wouldn't. Like, it is literally a processor graphics card. He doesn't even have a graphics card, basically.
Right.
So, if you don't have that extra graphics card, you won't be playing fucking games. You can't do shit. Like, you play Sims and shit like that, but you can't do any like, more graphic games, like the newest Star Wars games and shit like that, or Hogwarts or any of those. Nope. Your computer wouldn't be able to handle it. It wouldn't even try because you don't have a graphics card. But I'm trying to remember the name of the stupid graphics card. My brain stopped working.
NVIDIA.
NVIDIA, that's it.
It's an NVIDIA 3060.
Yeah. And then the other one is what's the equivalent graphics card?
The AMD one? I don't know.
It's AMD.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no. Yeah. AMD graphics card and NVIDIA. And then you have the processor is not AMD though. Don't we know?
It's right here.
Radeon. That's what it is. Radeon. So Radeon and NVIDIA are pretty equal when it comes to graphics cards. Radeon's going to be a little bit... They're about the same price for once you start getting up higher, depending on what you want to do. So it really, really just depends on what you really are going to use in the computer for.
AMD is a Radeon.
Yeah, but that's AMD Ryzen is the processor part.
And then Radeon
and
is their graphics
Radeon is their graphics card. That's why I was trying to remember the fucking name of the graphics card, not the fucking processor. But Radeon and NVIDIA are pretty close together when it comes to their graphic cards.
Like a GTX 1650 or an RTX 3060. And if you can get an RTX 3070, obviously that would be better. And you can go 40. I'm just trying to save you money.
They're Radeons?
They have a 4060, a 4070. No, these are NVIDIA's.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know anything about I think any card that is separate from the chip will help you.
Well, that's what you want it to be. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to do, like, video editing and stuff like that, you're going to want a separate graphics card. If you're going to do any of that kind of stuff, you need to have a separate graphics card. You have to. You need to. Your system, like how it's set up now, wouldn't be able to. The processor wouldn't be able to handle the graphics of it. Like, it just wouldn't be able to do it. You have to have a little bit higher stuff in there. It doesn't have to be the highest or anything. It just needs to be higher.
Right. That's what this is saying.
And again, Pico, it really depends. It depends. Are you looking for a laptop or are you looking for a PC computer?
Casual light gaming, it would work. But if you're anything more than that, it's not going to work.
Yeah. Well, and casual light gaming really depends on what they consider casual light gaming, too. Like, what they entail as casual light gaming. Like, oh, yeah, well, if you want to play solitaire, yeah, it'll totally work. You know, if you want to play, like, Candy Crush, that'll work.
That's what it's saying. Upgrade the best gaming performance a laptop with a dedicated GPU is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
All right, Wheeler Yuta. Swerve, Scott. Hopefully swerve.
It's already 8 o'clock. I don't even know why we're having this match at this point.
Well, Daniel's right there.
Yeah, well, it better end in like 5 minutes because this is stupid.
Daniel could cost him, and it could be a roll-up and over. Hopefully Swerve just runs through him like a red light.
Feels like, oh, really, LOL. To be fair, I played just this cooking game and some other cheapo stuff. So is this just a signing segment to close out, or it's Yuta and Swerve?
No,
yeah,
wrestling.
It's Swerve and Yuta having a match. And it's dumb because it's already the end of the hour. Like, it's the end of the show. And they're like, no, really, we go over, like, this time because that's how we set up our shit now. It's like, you probably shouldn't set your show up like this in case the company you have your show on decides that they're like, you know what? Fuck you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, All right. Pico says I would prefer a laptop. Okay. There. Now, if you're preferring a laptop, you are very confined to what you can actually have. Take PC out of it. So, and your budget. That's the other part. Like, laptop and then your budget of how much you want to spend. That's where I start all the time. how much do I want to spend realistically? And if I find something that's in that category, but it's not quite my price range and it's a little over, I budget that in just in case. Because that's usually how it goes every time with a computer. And I've bought many laptops. It says primary girl. Oh, if you prefer a laptop, is there a certain brand that you like?
Well, I'm HP all the way, but there are some good brands out
Lenovo
there.
makes pretty good ones. Asus does pretty good laptops. HP are good laptops.
Acer's good.
Acer does pretty good gaming. And I'm talking about ones that are considered, quote unquote, what they consider gaming laptops, by the way. And MSI, I don't know if they do laptops, but I think they do. And MSI is actually a pretty good brand that has most of your components in your computers are going to be MSI. And now they're making their own computers. It's funny. So, Pickle says, so on Amazon, they have a couple deals where they've included 12 months free Microsoft Suite. Yeah, if that's something that interests you. I'm not a huge Microsoft Suite person.
To be honest, I don't even know what it is. So
It's Word and Excel and stuff like that. Like the professional suite or
yeah, if you use that
365,
stuff,
stuff like that.
I don't do that stuff.
I don't like having my stuff saved on a cloud. I'm very against it. Considering that they've had multiple data breaches of shit, and I guess now the big thing is since April, like nobody's known this, but I guess every single American, every piece of their social security numbers have been hacked. Like every single American, like it doesn't matter. Like your whole information has been hacked since like April. Like they know your name, your phone number, and your social security number.
I wonder if I could go on the market, the black web or whatever, and buy my own shit.
Right? Peel's like, yeah, my uncle is the same way. Yeah, I just, there's just too many things that are going wrong lately with that kind of stuff to support it. It's like people need to start really going back to paying cash for a lot of things.
It's funny, they get back to you and they're like, they send you an email and they're like, hey, we were hacked in January. Just to let you know your information's out there.
Yeah. Like,
that's their accountability.
Yeah, that's it. Well, the only reason why this came out now in August and it happened back in April is because there's a fucking lawsuit. That's the only reason why it's even out there right now is because a lawsuit is happening because of it. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Good God. And they don't say who it is. They almost are like, it's from IRS. Like, basically, the IRS just was like, here's all your fucking information. Here you go. To everybody. It's a good time to be an illegal immigrant, I guess. You don't have any information to steal. Right. They just give you shit. Oh, no. He got flung into the thing.
Swerve.
He literally threw himself into that turnbuckle. It was crazy. Oh, no. He threw himself at you. No. He's going to be broken. Yeah, fight. Fight. Fight.
Lots of fighting.
All right.
What y'all writing about?
I don't know. What are you looking up?
Nothing. I saw a shirt that said I'm a side chick.
That sounds gross.
Yeah, but then it had all the sides, like mashed potatoes.
Nice.
All that kind of stuff. I thought that was pretty funny.
Should be more like I'm a side whore. That'd be way better. And then have all the sides. I slut for sides. size of screen you looking for, Piccolo? You going for a 15 or a 17?
They have 16s now.
I know that's the one I have. Is like a 16.
Mm-hmm. They have also 13s.
Yeah, they have smaller ones.
I think they have a 12. I'm pretty sure that's an old standard, isn't it? The 12.
Maybe.
That's a small screen. Depends on how light you want it to. Because if you're getting a gaming one, it's not going to be very light.
No.
Those big, robust sons of bitches. You're going to find out that none of it's cheap. Depends on if you want like warranties or what. You might be able to find some on Marketplace.
Right.
Then you got to trust whoever you're buying it from.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, they have some affordable ones, like...
What's affordable, though?
Well, that's why I asked him what his... You have to know how much money you want to spend. Because, like, gaming laptops, to me, affordable is $600. That's an affordable gaming laptop.
That's actually not bad. I was thinking $1,000, so...
That's like way up there. I think affordable as in like $600 is affordable.
Right.
For what you want it to do. Now, I'm talking basic what you want it to do. I'm not talking like I am a gamer and that's what I do. Like Lauren and them. I'm not talking about...
It would be hard to
I'm not talking about that nerdy of stuff.
I feel like it would be hard to get it 32 under $1,000.
Right.
Maybe 16 RAM. But 32 under 1,000 seems far-fetched in my head. And RAM's not even that expensive. You can just buy the computer and then just upgrade it yourself.
Yeah, but that's taking it apart and doing stuff with it, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's see. Asus Tough Gaming A15 gaming laptop, 15.6 inch, 144 hertz display. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2050.
That's good.
AMD Ryzen 5. I'm not sure about the Ryzen 5.
Don't know anything
I think
about
it's version 7. Has 8 gigabit DDR5, which is good.
Yeah, DDR5 is great. That means it's a new computer.
And it has 8 gigabit. Yeah, it's from 2024. 512 gigabit PCIe Gen 4 NVMe SSD.
That's the fastest.
Has
cards.
the Wi-Fi 6,
cards.
Windows 11. That one's on Amazon. It's the 2024 model of the Asus. It's $600 right now.
That's actually really good.
It was $700, but it has 14% off. And if you are a Prime member, I don't know if you're a Prime member, Picola, but if you're a Prime member, it shows on mine, so it might be for you too, that you can do a 24-month payments of like $35 on it.
Or is that through that Ryzen or whatever? Or...
That's through that one thing or whatever, yeah. I'm sure. But, I mean, I don't know if it gives it to everybody. But it's new. They have the RTX 3050 model, 2024 gaming laptop. It's the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 with the same processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM. All that stuff is exactly the same for $700, $699. Supposedly has that payments. So, like I said, it really just depends on what you want, how you want to get it, how much you want to spend, and stuff. But, anyways. Oh, he's going to fulfill promises he made to her, his daughter. Pico says it doesn't really matter. I have an HDMI cable to put through the dual screen, so the size of the screen maybe not doesn't matter. Pico says that would be nice under 800 for sure, but yeah, I figure the faster PC would give or take a couple $100 more.
Trust me, $100 will get you a little bit more. $100 will get you a little bit more. Next thing you know, you're at freaking $3,000.
Yeah, it's crazy. Chris says, what the
Uh-oh.
fuck, did Yuta main event?
Yes.
Yeah, they
That's what's
let
wrong.
him against Swerve. He picked him out of their group because, what's his dumb fuck is out there. The champion came out and kicked him in the head, though, so Chris is like, bye, guys. Thanks, guys. Bye, Chris. Thanks, Chris. Oh, he's got the fingers up for the yesin. Gross. Anyways, next old Saturday or Sunday, All In.
Mm-hmm. Is it on Sunday?
Isn't it?
I thought it was on Saturday.
Is it on Saturday? When's the 25th? Today.
Could be Sunday.
Anyways, all right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight and watching AEW's whatchamacallit?
Huh,
Dynamite.
Sunday.
That's
Cool.
it. We're on Wednesday. That's where my W came from. Sorry. All right. Anyways, we'll be back again on Friday to watch WWE SmackDown. Hopefully, you guys will hang out with us and join us then. Bye.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gap. Bye-bye.